prepaid, naka-prepaid tayo today. Prepaid Wi-Fi, kaya kailangan mag-start na.
Nice. Game na, coach. Okay. Kaya so, okay na lahat. Okay na po lahat. Admins, pabukas yung mga camera, please. Diba? Yung mga hindi pwede, sige ako.
Camera on. Nakita lang sandali.
Camera on, please. Please.
Ayaw nila.
Wala pong camera yung mga laptop.
Mahirap. Mahirap si Joy.
Okay.
Bakit? Ako na lang mag-share para mas makontrol ko yung PowerPoint.
Hey, coach. Okay po. No problem, coach. Sales. I-host na lang po at isa. Where are we? Yun. Okay na po.
Okay, let's start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao.
Good afternoon, coach.
Wala pala ako United States ngayon. Oh, unmute lahat.
Unmute lahat. Ayan, unmute.
Unmute lahat. Hi, good morning, good afternoon. Wala pala akong good evening, no? Wala akong Amerika ngayon. Tinanggal ko yung Amerika.
Good afternoon, coach.
Hi, good afternoon. I miss you guys.
Miss you too, coach.
Galing ako sa mga akong injury ngayon. Injured. Ay, may ball star sa likod ni Gabriel. Anyway, so today, are you going to introduce me? Go ahead, partner.
Ayun. Ayan, so welcome po sa lahat. Ayan, so sa lahat ng umattend ng training natin ngayon. So, ang training natin ngayon is sales training enhancement. So, part 1 ito. So, expect meron pa tayong upcomings na part 2. Ayan, so i-announce na lang namin yan. So, ngayon focus muna tayo lahat admins. Then, i-ready natin lahat na itatanong natin. Ayan, so marami tayong matututunan ngayon. So, lahat ng mga doubt nyo, mga tanong nyo regarding self-enhancement. So, lahat naman yan sasagutin. Ibigyan kayo ng time para magtanong. Kaya so, pa-unmute muna ako sandali. Pa-mute muna ako sandali mga kasamahan para hindi tayo nag-feedback. Ayan, okay na? Ma'am. Ayan. So, yan. Without further ado, yan, so let me introduce you our coach for today, Coach PJ, partner. Yan, ikaw na pong bahala. Magigilig at magte-take down notes ako. Maraming salamat, Coach. Yan. Start na po natin.
Magandang hapon ulit sa inyo lahat at welcome again to our sales training for enhancement programs part 1. So we'll have part 1, 2, 3, and 4. So today we're going to have a lot of things to do. So let's start by me sharing some of opening my so there you go. Okay, so can everyone see now?
Yes, Coach.
So sales training for enhancement programs. This is a ClickNConnect exclusive training. So this is going to be all for you guys. So make sure that you guys you're going to listen because this is very, very important. So what are we learning today? We're going to learn about what is e-commerce. What are the roles of an admin? Ano nga ba yung trabaho ng isang admin? Ano ba yung customer sales representative? Ano ba yung chat support specialist? And we will start with handling objections agad-agad kasi yan yung pinaka hinihiling ng inyong mga top 4. Okay? So, welcome again and welcome to our first set. And what are the 6 basic types of e-commerce? Yan, sige, tingnan natin. Can anyone read this one? 1 to 6, please. Can anyone read?
Number 1, business to business. Then number 2, business to consumer. 3, consumer to consumer. Then 4, consumer to business. 5, business to administration. Then 6, consumer to administration.
Ang daming pag-uusapan, 6 ito, pero wala tayong pag-uusapan kundi business to consumer lang. Why? Wag natin pakialaman yung iba, hindi natin trabaho yon. So what is business to consumer? A business to consumer is a type of e-commerce distinguished by the establishment of electronic business relationships between what? Businesses and final customer, meaning us, the business, ClickNConnect, and your final customer or the end user. It corresponds to the retail section of e-commerce where traditional retail trade normally operates. Very basic, meaning they buy from us, we sell them through e-commerce, through social media, or through internet. They buy from us, we deliver them, and then they get it. When compared to buying retail in traditional commerce, the consumer usually has more information available in terms of informative content. And there is also a widespread idea that you'll be buying cheaper without jeopardizing an equally personalized customer service, as well as ensuring quick processing and delivery of your order. Okay, let's make it very easy. Kapag sinabi natin business to consumer, the conception of the customer right now, this is basically in the European countries and in the States that they start off, they get more information available, informative content kapag binili nila online. Why? Because if they buy it on a Costco or on a mall or through SM or through a sari-sari store, they only buy a certain product that they wanted. They only buy a certain whatever. Babili po ako ng isang V-cut. So that's it. Alam ko na yung lasa, alam ko na yung packaging. Kapag ang VCAT kulay green, mag-iisip ako, tama? Kapag yung VCAT na packaging naging kulay violet, aba. Hindi yata VCAT ito. Parang ano ito? Yung isa, yung sponge na ube flavor, di ba? Parang ganon. So, we tend to know if you're buying a new product, automatically you get more information. Why? Because you tend to search online. Our customers tend to search online on a certain product na kapag sinabi natin pinolginol and we talk about Pinus radiata, they search about Pinus radiata, they go into the information of the product, and then they search for themselves what is the good thing about the product. But in the Philippines, luckily that we have now the pandemic, the only thing that is an advantage to them is that they are ensuring quick process and what? Door-to-door delivery. Yun lang talaga. Because they don't want to go out, they're scared. They don't want to go out, they're scared because of the what? Because of the pandemic. Because they don't want to go out because, they might get COVID or what. But the bottom line is, always remember that they are ensuring quick process. Basic lang. From a customer, they order through social media or through a website. Through that particular website or through a particular platform, they order something, whatever it is, and then we process the order and then we deliver the supplies. That's how easy it is, di ba? Napakasimple, walang kahirap-hirap. But to make it short, based on Wikipedia, B2C or business to consumer is a term used to describe a commerce transaction between a business and an end consumer, meaning walang middleman. Walang third party, meaning we are the seller and the end user. Okay. As of 2021 first quarter, palakpakan po natin, si Shopee po ang namamayagpag. Walang pumapalakpak. Palakpak muna. Yon, okay. Si Shopee po ang namamayagpag ba? This is in by the thousands, 54,600 times 1,000 po yan na orders or delivered products as per the first quarter of 2021. The rest. Nakakatawang isipin bakit nanalo si Shopee dahil po yan kay Jackie Chan at saka kay Jose Marie Chan na magkapatid daw sila sa ama. Sabi nila pero hindi pa ako naniniwala. Okay? E-commerce, the number one trending business in the market today. Bakit po kaya? Any idea bakit number one si e-commerce ngayon?
Dahil po sa pandemic.
Salamat sa pandemic. Sino pa po ang pwedeng sumagot?
Madali nang i-access.
Madali yung access. Okay, meron pa. Sino pa pwedeng sumagot?
Hindi hassle.
Ano po?
Hindi po siya hassle kasi online lang. Hindi mo kailangan
Yes. Oo nga, kahit saan. Kasi sabi ni Kim Chu, ano daw?
Bawal lumabas.
Bawal lumabas. Very good. Pero ano ba talaga yung dahilan bakit number one siya? The reason why it's number one because even traditional businesses, even the big ones, the big names in the industry are now converting into e-commerce. Yun po yung totoo. Kahit po sila Coca-Cola, kahit yung mga malalaking names dyan in the market, even San Miguel Corporation is now converting themselves into e-commerce. Okay, admins. CSR. Ano ba yung sabihin ng CSR?
Ano? Support.
Customer
Service representative.
Customer Service Representative. Ano yung CSS?
Customer support system.
Customer Support System o kapag naka-chatbots. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng CSS?
Customer support.
Customer support service.
Customer Support Service. Ano pa kaya? Joy, what's CSS? Hindi nakikinig si Joy. Chat Support Specialist. SR. Anong sabi ng SR?
Sales representative.
Sales Representative. Ano yung SA?
Sales admin.
Sales
Sales
admin.
admin or sales associate. An admin is a customer service representative supports customers by providing helpful information, answering questions, and responding to complaints. Aray ko, tama po ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
Ano yung pinakamabigat? Di ba yung pag-respond sa complaint?
Yes.
You are guys the front line of support. Frontliners for clients and customers, and we help ensure them and we ensure them by what? Satisfactions of the products and the services and the features that we sell. Tama po ba yun? Are we doing that, admins?
Yes po.
Yes po. Chusera. Okay. Basa. What are the duties of a customer service representative or an admin? Sige, ikaw na magbasa. Ano?
Nino.
Si yes po.
Oh, yes, boy.
Go.
Customer service duties and responsibilities generally include answering phone calls and emails, responding to customer questions and complaints, and walking customers through basic troubleshooting or setup processes. In the case of a sales customer service representative, customer service duties and responsibilities will include selling products and services to clients and processing payments.
Okay, ayan, ang haba pala. Ang laki pala ng scope ng isang customer service representative. Number one, you answer them by calls or by emails. In our case, is answering them through what? Through chat, correct? Through social media. Responding to their questions. Yung mga tanong na ang mahal naman yan, saan ba galing yan, hindi ba fake yan, may FDA ba yan, chichiburetse. At ang pinakamasaklap dyan yung complaints, hindi naman totoo, wala namang tama, wala namang effect. And walking customers through basic troubleshooting and setup processes. Ano ba yung troubleshooting na yan? Nasaan na ba yung parcel ko? Na-deliver nyo na ba? Asa na waybill? Talaga bang dineliver na yan? Paano pag-inom? Paano ba binubuksan tong bote nyo hindi mabuksan? Di ba? Anong kulay ng capsule? Paanong pag-inom? Kailangan ba ito may laman ng tiyan or wala? In the case of a sales representative, customer service duties also includes what? Which what we do is we sell the product and definitely we process payment. How do we process payment? Kagandahan sa atin, naka-cash on delivery po tayo. Pero kapag dumating yung time na wala na rin COD, na nararamdaman ko in the near future wala na, magpa-process na rin po na rin tayo ng payment through online. Are you guys excited about it?
Yes, Coach.
Okay, what are the 3 P's of an important qualities of a customer service? 3 P's ng importante sa isang customer service. Number 1 is what? Professionalism, patience, and people-first attitude. What is professionalism, by the way? Professionalism starts with yourself. It starts with who you are, what you are, and what you do. Yan bang trabaho mo as an admin, do you put it in your heart? O dahil wala ka lang choice, o dahil wala ka lang mapuntahan, o dahil walang trabaho available sa'yo, kaya ka nandyan. Professionalism is some way, somehow, something that we have to put in mind. Because your profession is not just a profession. You're helping a lot of people. You're helping a lot of sick people in terms of what they needed and what they wanted. Patience is because alalahanin natin, majority ng clients natin may sakit. At pag may sakit yan, masasakit din sa ulo yung kausap. May sakit na nga, attitude pa. Tama po ako, mali?
Tama.
So, sobrang minsan gusto natin sabihin sa kaya kayo nagkakasakit kasi sa sama ng mga ugali ninyo. Tama, mali. But again, we have to be very patient. Why? Because that's our job. And our last is we have people first attitude. Meaning, we have to get into their shoes all the time. We have to understand them. We have to let them feel that we understand them and that we feel them. Na pag sinabi natin na marami-rami na po kaming client na katulad ninyo at alam ko po yung nararamdaman ninyo, when you, even if you're chatting it, you should feel that. Your customer must feel na you really know what you're saying. Sasabihin mo na, opo ma'am, ang dami na nga po may diabetes sa panahon ngayon eh. The question is, do you really mean what you said? Diba? Because you have to really make them understand na, kawawa ka naman talaga, magbagong buhay ka na. Tipong gano'n, di ba? Kaya huwag ka na masyadong attitude. Although customer service varies from customer to customer, hindi lahat yan applicable. As long as you follow these guidelines, you're on the right track. Professionalism, patience, and people-first attitude, you will never go wrong. Basta meron ka ng tatlong yan. Number 1, do you go to work, nagbibihis ka ba? Do you really, inaayusan mo ba yung sarili mo when you go to work? Do you put your lip tint ba? Or you put your powder in or powder on? Or naka-shorts ka lang or nakahubad ka lang, nakataas yung paa mo or whatsoever? Kapag ganun ka, you have to change your perspective already. Because like in our company before, we used to have uniforms pa for our team. Because I wanted them to really sit down professionally. Ayaw natin nung mga tipong parang nasa bahay lang na nagtitrip. Kasi it all starts from there. Patience is also a virtue. Alam natin yan. And again, people first attitude. Can anyone read this one, please?
Coach, excuse me sandali, Coach. Pa-admit po yung iba, Coach. Salamat po.
Pa-admit.
Opo, yung iba, Coach.
Paano ba mag-admit? Ayun.
Thank you po.
Okay na ba? Ayun na sila. Okay. Okay. So can anyone please read this one?
The primary job of a customer service representative is to address customer issues and resolve them in a timely and efficient manner. Supports reps interact with customers on a variety of channels such as phone, email, and social media, and ensure that all valid customer concerns are being dealt with immediately.
Ano yung keyword dito na dapat natin lagay sa isip natin? Ano palagay ninyo yung keyword dito na dapat ilagay sa isip natin?
Customer concern are being dealt with immediately.
Immediately. Pero anong word dito yung paulit-ulit natin sinabi?
Support.
Support? Ano pa?
Ensure.
Okay. Ang importante dyan is always remember that when you address your customer's issue, it should be resolved in timely and in an efficient manner, meaning it should be dealt immediately. Meaning the first chat resolution. Sa amin, before we have QA. Ewan ko sa inyo kung may QA kayo, but I think you will implement quality assurance soon. At sana hindi approve ni CEO yan kasi kawawa lahat ng admin. Alam ng mga admins ko yan how hard the QAs are. The QAs are the evaluation on their manners on how they answer calls. If they fail QA, they don't get what? Andyan ba yung admin? May admin ba ako dyan? Joy?
Hello po.
Yan. Kapag bumagsak sa QA, anong wala?
Incentives po.
Walang incentive automatically. Gusto niyo yon? Guys, gusto niyo lahat yon? Ayaw niyo?
Ayaw.
True. Pero alam niyo kasi doon kayo gagaling. Kasi doon namin sine-check kasi we do CSATs, we do customer satisfaction. We call our customers how our admins dealt with them. We do average handling time. We do first chat resolutions. We want to know kung during the first chat na close yung sale. We put quotas on a daily basis, and those are the things that are being evaluated. And you know what? It's part of growing, and it's part of admins to be more professional in doing the jobs. But anyway, sana hindi i-approve para mas maganda. Okay, are you guys ready with handling objections?
Yes, Coach.
Okay. Most people think of customer objections as something negative. Tama, mali? In reality, this is not the case. A customer objection is not necessarily bad. We can think of objections as issues or concerns that you need to address. Always remember, when we talk about handling objections, these are issues or concerns that you need to answer. At the very least, the prospect has shown interest in engaging with you. Kapag nagbigay ng pag nag-object si customer, isa lang ang ibig sabihin yan. Ibig sabihin lang yan, he wants to talk to you or she wants to talk to you. The fact that the prospect has raised some concerns means they are giving you a chance to find answers for them, or nagiging pahinadora yung kliyente, or nagiging attitude na, ika nga, sa iba. It's all a matter of learning how to handle customer objections to turn it into something positive, such as a sale. Okay, wait lang. Automatically, put this in mind. Kapag nag-handle ng objection, it's very simple. It means they want to talk to you. That's how it is. They just want to talk to you. So, wag yung problemahin. Why handling customer objections matters? Basa, anyone?
Customer objections provide you an opportunity to turn the rejection into a skill opportunity. The important thing when you hear an objection is to address it right away in a throughout and professional manner. When you are able to handle customer objections, your success rate is 64%. If you are not able to resolve their objections, the customer most likely won't be able to move to the next stage of the sales process.
Okay. Guys, naka-attend na ba kayo ng sales process? Hindi pa.
Ako, Coach, hindi pa po.
Okay, yon. Sa sales process kasi, handling objection is in between the presentation or the briefing and the closing. So automatically, if you don't know how to handle customers' objections, you cannot go to closing. You're dead. And if you know how to handle, your success rate is 64%. Why 64%? Meaning you're close to closing already. Guys, after this training, you will learn how to handle objections. Are you guys excited?
Yes, Coach.
And when you learn how to handle it, you will easily close the sale more efficiently. Okay. Handling objection is one of the most important sales skills. Guys, very important for me. Just because a customer says no, does it mean it's the end of the world? Tama po ba?
Tama.
Kasi pag nag-no na si customer, anong sasabihin natin? O siya, mamatay ka na sana.
Hindi naman ganun, sir.
Grabe.
Hindi naman ganun. Okay, sige. Pero pag sinabi natin nag-no na si customer, what do we do?
Pamilitan.
Coach,
Ano
may
po?
tanong lang po.
Sige po, go ahead.
Okay lang po ba? Sorry sa interruption po.
Go ahead.
May tanong lang si customer sa akin. Sabi niya, bakit na po hindi nabibili yung gamot natin sa pharmacy?
Later po tayo sasagot niya. Pakilista lahat yan, ha? Maganda. Later, ilista natin lahat. Lahat ng questions about handling objections, yung mga objections na customer na medyo mabigat, ilista po natin sa inyo. Get a piece of paper, write it down. Sasagutin ko po yan lahat, isa-isa.
Yes po.
Pati yung mga tanong na, paano makakagaling ang isang pine bark? O paano makakagaling ng isang turmeric? Luya lang naman yan. Marami akong luya dyan sa kusina namin. Papapakin ko na lang. Yung mga ganun. Sasagutin po natin yan. But for now, let's focus on the training. Okay? Just because a customer says no doesn't mean it's the end of the world. An objection means, or listen, number one, your buyer is engaged. Meaning lang yan, yung customer mo, naka-engage sa'yo. Palakpakan ka dapat doon, ha? Pangalawa, your current offer needs more value. Ang mahal ng product na binibenta mo. Tama, mali?
Tama po.
Okay. Sa presentation mo para sa kanya, hindi ko maramdaman yung pagkamahal niyan eh. Paliwanag mo pa sa akin. Kaya ako nag-object. And lastly, your buyer may not be qualified. If that's the case, dasalan na lang natin sila ng Diyos de Salve Maria. Okay? Common mistakes in objection handling. Number 1, you are not actively listening to the customer. Ay nako, madalas tayong ganyan, di ba? Binabasa na nga natin, hindi pa natin iniintindi. Masama pa dyan, nakachat, mahilig tayo sa mga save replies, bato tayo ng save replies, pero hindi naman pala na yun yung kailangan niya. Minsan, kailangan intindihin din natin at pakinggan natin si customer. Number 2, yan, sakit ko yan madalas, you immediately get defensive. Masyado tayong, ma'am, hindi naman ba? Grabe ka naman. Tama, mali. Ma'am, hindi po, no? Kasi, ganun ba? Huwag tayong ganyan. We immediately get defensive on some matters. Number 3, you don't explore what your customer means by their objections. Hindi natin linalaro yung objection niya. Hindi natin binibigyan ng chance sa mas mapaliwanagan natin yung sarili natin, hindi sila ha, yung sarili natin, ano ba talaga yung gusto niya paratingin sa atin? Kasi baka minsan iba yung ibig niya sabihin, iba yung dating sa atin. So dapat talaga nagtatanong din tayo. And number 4, we always view objection handling negatively. Guys, si Coach PJ ninyo, me, as my admins, I love objections. Sobrang gustong-gusto ko yan. You know why? Because when someone objects, I know that I am nearly closing the sale. Ewan ko lang sa inyo, but that's how I see it. Number 5, you see that the sales situation from your own perspective. Yan ang pinakamasakit. Akala kasi natin na due to the save replies and due to the details provided by Coach PJ and Coach JP and CEO Mark at yung mga sinasabi sa atin ng mga leaders natin, mako-close natin agad yung sale. Hindi po. Tandaan po natin that sales is always based on the perspective of the buyer and not of the seller. Okay po? And okay. So let's start with the rules. Guys, okay pa kayo?
Yes na yes, Coach.
Okay, number 1, basa.
Some people view objections as a personal attack. This isn't the right perspective. Instead, you should look at objections as question. You can use them to provide value to your product and create positive conversation rather than a defensive one.
Always remember that always view the objection as a question. Ang objection po ay hindi objection. Tanong lang po yan. Ikaw po ang nagsasabing objection siya kasi parang kasi kinokontra yung product mo. Lalo-lalo na pagdating sa price. Ang mahal naman yan. O hindi naman siya hindi naman po objection niya, nagtatanong lang siya, o nag-raise lang siya ng concern niya na ba't naman ang mahal. Bakit ang mahal ng product mo? So it's just a question. Eh di sagutin, tama po ba or mali? Number 2, always respond with a question. Anyone, please read.
Makapidyo yata tayo.
Sige na, basahin mo na.
Sige na, huwag mahiya.
Acknowledging in objections by restating. This gives you time to formulate your response. Take your time when doing so. It will allow your prospect time to anticipate your response. Don't fall into the trap of explaining too quickly and rush all the answers just to keep the attention of the prospect. By doing this, you could miss the salient facts about your offering and what makes you unique.
Exactly. Restating, paraphrasing, rewordings, or you can like question back the question. Why? Kasi from that time, when you question back the question, it gives you more time to think of the proper answer. Tama, mali? Alalahanin ninyo ha, Meron po ba kayo po ba ginigrade sa response rate or hindi? Partner John Paul, meron ginigrade sila sa response rate, hindi?
Hindi pa, coach.
Yon lang. Sa amin kasi may response rate. Dapat sa amin mabilisan ang sagot. Kasi hindi pwedeng hindi ka nagre-reply agad. Kasi ang tendency, pag hindi ka nag-reply, si customer, naku po, kung saan na nagpupunta. Kaya imbis na painodulalo sinesearch, iba na yung nasa search bigla. So automatically, kaya ka nagbibigay ng ganyan para at least you can have time to think about what's the right answer, di ba? And then, hindi ka bumabagsak dun sa sa pagsagot agad-agad ng hindi maganda na para lang hindi mawala si customer mo, but then at the end, di ba, you lose your offering and you lose your sale. Number 4. Oh, number 4. Okay, nawala number 3. Number 4.
Number 4 na lang.
Basa. Anyone read?
Sir, number 2 apply. Respond with a question.
Question. Number 2, respond with a question. Number 4 tayo. Walang number 3. Sorry.
Wala, Eman Lulong to. Ayun.
Ayan, number.
Number 4, pause before responding.
Very
People
good.
can easily oversell when answering an objection. They will try to explain anything and everything possible to keep customers interested. When a prospect raises an objection, stop, listen, and pause for a few seconds. This will show the prospect that you are listening to their concern and not just trying to sell. When explaining your unique value proposition, let the fact sink in and wait for a response. Wait for the response and respond accordingly.
Okay. Guys, kapag may nag-object, answer just the objection. Do not go and do la 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 blah 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 blah. If the question is about like kanina, bakit hindi available sa pharmacy, it is not an objection, it's just a question. For me, it's not an objection, it's just a basic question yon. An objection is not a question. So again, kapag in-object ka, like for example na ang dami ko nang naggamit na food supplements, baka wala namang effect. O, yung mga ganon, di ba? Always remember, just answer it. Answer the objection and don't go beyond it. We normally tend to,
Ito na.
answer everything, blah 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 blah. We tell them, pine bark has been tested all over the world with medical studies and clinical studies and blah blah blah. It has helped a lot of people. It has 96% efficiency rate and blah 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 blah. And then you shoot them with a lot of testimonials, and then at the end, the end ka, hindi na bibili sa'yo. Kasi hindi na nila babasahin yan. Because hindi nagsisink in yung talagang gusto nilang malaman at gusto nilang marinig sa inyo. Number 5.
Number 5.
Okay.
Sige, ikaw na.
Sabay pa, no?
Naman ako.
Number 5, use testimonials and past experiences.
Yes.
Testimonials can be compelling at any point in your sales presentation, especially when there is an objection from the customer.
Using testimonials is very crucial when there is an objection. Always remember, mas gusto ko ng patunay kaysa ng kwento. Make sense? Tama po ba?
Tama, coach.
Yes, sir.
Minsan ayoko na masyadong mahabang kwentuhan eh. Sige nga, patunayan mo nga kung talagang maganda yung product mo. Ganun lang yan. Number 6.
Bigkasan niya ang number 6. Ito pa.
Ayun. Number 6, the customer is always right, especially in handling objections. Understand that not every prospect is your ideal customer. Sometimes their niche may not fit them, so don't worry about that. Do not take a missed prospect personally. Use the rejection as an opportunity and learn more about how to handle customer objections.
Okay. Maniniwala ba kayo kung sino yung mga walang pambili, sino yung mga buwisit kausap?
Yes, sir.
Para sa akin yung mga yudiputa, yung mga walang pambili talaga, no?
Oo, sir. True.
O, sir.
Oo, di ba?
Wala.
The customer is always right.
Hindi ko maintindihan.
Okay. But always understand that not every prospect is your ideal customer. Kadalasan hindi niche market yung natatap natin, lalo na sa segmentations natin. May mga pumapasok dyan ng mga hampas lupa na akala mo kung sino pa sila. Tama?
Tama.
At
Tama.
tandaan mo ha, kapag hindi nabentahan, huwag masyadong personalin. Kasi hindi ko nabentahan, sayang ang haba na ng kwentuhan namin. Close to closing na bibili na lang eh. Di ba? Yung mga ganon. Always remember, use that as an opportunity. Alam mo, gawin mo ito, paglaruan mo yung customer, mag-practicean mo siya para at least gumaling ka lalo sa pag-handle ng customer objections. Tama, mali?
Tama.
Okay, let's go to techniques. Just because the client said no does not mean you will move on to the next client. Guys, listen to this. Hindi lahat ng nag-no hindi bibili. Tatlo lang yan. It's either they said no because they need to know more. Number 2, because they're not yet ready. Or number 3, you just have to wait. They just need you to be more parang mas gusto nila maging credible ka pa sa kanila. Handling objections, customer objections means turning the rejection into positive. Moving the prospect to a paying customer isn't easy. Alam niyo ba yan? Pinakamahirap sa lahat is yung pag-move ng isang prospect natin o isang inquiry natin na maging isang paying customer. Hindi yan madali. But it doesn't have to be difficult. Alam niyo ba, hindi rin dapat maging mahirap. Dapat dahan-dahan and we should have a step in order for us to get the customer buy from us. Number 1, we must learn how to clarify. Clarifying objections can be a challenge because it requires you to think quickly on your feet. Kailangan dito presence of mind, kailangan matalino ka, kailangan medyo palagi kang nasa wisyo. Kung wala ka sa wisyo at ikaw ay medyo broken ngayong araw o nag-away kayo ng boyfriend mo o nag-away ng asawa o walang pambiling ulam mamayang gabi, kapag nagkaroon ka ng objection, automatically aawayin mo yung customer mo. When clarifying, you should get the real objection. Wag kang mag-isip or wag kang tamang hinala doon sa kanyang objection. You always have to clarify. Rarely will the customer give the real objection right up front. Most of the time, hindi naman nila ibibigay yung totoong reason eh. Magpapaikot-ikot pa yan sila eh. Kumbaga, medyo magpapa-kemi-kemi pa, magpapayaman-yamanin effect pa sila bago nila sabihin talagang totoong issue eh. And sometimes they just don't want to embarrass you or they feel it's personal or that is not important as you think it is. However, by getting the real objection, you will be able to address it properly. Those are the things that we have to really understand. We have to clarify. During this stage, you should avoid sounding confrontational. Most salespeople usually get annoyed when they hear objections, but you shouldn't address it with a confrontational approach. Instead, set the stage for understanding. Napakasimple. Kapag confrontational na sila o ikaw ay nag-sound confrontational, always remember, calm down, breathe, inhale, exhale, get back to your customer, and clarify. Dapat hindi maging confrontational at maging stage for understanding. Kumbaga, gawin mo nga learning, magiging learning yung conversation ninyo. It's giving them the understanding and giving them the opportunity to know what you're selling and them understanding that they're buying something of value. And lastly, do not talk too much. Put yourself in the shoes of your customer. They are trying to make a difficult decision. Always remember, I am not going to pay 1,300 pesos for a supplement that I do not know. Tama?
Tama.
Ako basta-basta magbabayan. But again, if you are an active listener, mas madali. Communication experts say that you should listen 80% of the time and talk 20%. This is advisable only on what? On cold calls. Kapag nasa call kayo. Pero on chat, hindi naman. Sa chat, hindi masyado. Pero sa calls, 80-20 is the normal success rate para maging closing sale. Number 2, acknowledge. Basa.
Acknowledge. Clarifying helps you get the right objection. Acknowledging confirms it for you. At this stage, you want to make sure that you are answering the real objection. When you are sure that the customer is already done talking, repeat back what they have said. It shows that you are listening.
Exactly. Clarifying helps you get the right objection. Acknowledging confirms it to you. Acknowledging confirms it for you. At this stage, you want to make sure that you're answering the real objection. Guys, get a piece of paper, everyone, or open your notes there. Mag-open ka na sticky notes sa computer mo. Mag-write down ka dyan ng objection and then we will do it later. When you are sure that the customer is already done talking, repeat back what they've said and make sure that you sound that you're listening. If the customer tells you that you don't want if your customer tells you that they don't want poor service, you can ask them what do they want. Diba? Halimbawa, ganito. Ang dami ko nang ginamit, marami na akong na-try na food supplement, lahat hindi maganda, no? At hindi ko alam kung bakit pasensya na, at ayoko ng mahabang usapin pa. I just want to know how much. Tama, mali? May ganyan?
Marami, coach.
Marami. So, tanongin mo, ano ba talaga gusto mo? Di ba?
Tama.
Tanongin mo. So, okay ma'am, no problem. I can adjust properly. How can I assist you? How do you want me to assist you? Di ba? Or sabihin mo na, I know that there are annoying pages of supplements being sold in the market today. And I do apologize for the inconvenience that it has caused you. Meanwhile, how do you want me to help you? Sagutin niya, price. O, ibigay mo yung price. Di ba? Simple. Respond. Now that you know the real objection and have confirmed it, it's time for your response. Customers object because of fear. Naniniwala kayo dyan, hindi? Hindi natatakot. Tandaan ninyo ha, kapag nag-o-object si customer, natatakot sila. Hindi ka nila tinatakot. Okay ha? Sila yung takot. To be effective with customer objection handling, you need to alleviate that fear. Dapat tanggalin mo yon. Dapat at least iset aside yung fear. You can share a specific story from a previous consumer or concrete statistics. Facts that can make you more authentic. At this point, you can present the benefits of your product that will effectively handle the objection. Di ba ang ganda? Kapag ganyan, sabi mo, actually ma'am, kaya nga ginagamit natin yung marami na rin po kaming, di ba? Ginagamit natin yung mga ganong terms sa marami na rin po kami customers na may same condition katulad ninyo. Because that is basically one thing that can actually pacify them in understanding that you know what they do, you know what they need, di ba? Ganun kasimple. And lastly, close the sale. Eto guys kapag binatuhan ka ng concern at nasagot mo, tanungin mo, does that make sense? Have I answered all your concern? Nasagot ko po ba ng maayos lahat ng katanungan ninyo, ma'am? At pag sumagot ng yes, anong next na tatanungin?
Bibili po ba kayo? Interesado?
Why? Wag kang magtatanong. Wag kang magtatanong. Ulitin mo. Hindi rin. Ma'am, can I assist you in placing your order now? Ganon. Wag mo tatanungin kasi pag tinanong mo, you're opening again to another concern. Make sense? Kasi when you ask them, you give them an option, are you going to buy now or not? Wala. Option pa rin Wag na. Close mo na. Ma'am, since we already answered all your concerns and I believe that I was able to answer everything, At this time, ma'am, let me help you, ma'am, in processing your order. Okay po ba? Can I have your name and your address, please? Pwede. Make sense?
Yes, coach.
Yeah. Okay. In handling objections, as you can see at this picture, sige nga, paliwanag nyo nga sa akin, ano ibig sabihin ng picture na yan? Based sa pinag-usapan natin. Wala. Hello?
Sabihin mo wala man lumilitaw.
Sir, wala pa lumilitaw?
Ha?
Yes, coach.
Ay, may picture, oh.
Asan?
Yung arrows.
Coach, wala po.
Wala po.
Ayan po, ayan.
Ulitin ko, ha? Oh. Ayan na, meron na.
Meron na po.
Yes, coach.
Ano wala?
Ayan. Based doon sa napag-usapan natin, anong ibig sabihin ng picture na yan?
Sa akin, coach, laging may paraan. Ayan.
Very good. Kahit ano pang hadlang, kahit ano pang iharang mo, lulusot at lulusot tayo. Tama, mali?
Tama po.
Okay. And always remember, make a customer, not a sale. Sabi ni Catherine Barchetti. And ito yung pinaka-paborito ko sa lahat ng quotation. If you are not taking care of your customer, I will take care of them. Tama, mali? Diba? Okay. So again, always remember, okay, mag-ano ko ha, wait. So, dahil dyan, what are questions?
Sir, paulit. Shopee.
Shopee.
What are your questions, guys?
Questions daw.
Ako po, coach.
Go.
Kahit anong question po, coach.
Oh.
Ano po, kasi nalito kasi ako pag type 2 diabetes si customer, tapos meron siyang maintenance, at the same time, nag-insulin siya. So, pwede ba po ba siyang tanggalin yung insulin niya?
Pwede bang tanggalin yung insulin niya?
After 2 weeks of taking
Okay.
Tylenol.
Okay. Insulin ha, insulin ang pinag-uusapan natin ha.
Opo, pero
Insulin.
type 2 diabetes siya.
Tuwing kailan siya nagsushoot ng insulin?
Yung nga yung concern ng customer, kasi marami akong customer na ganyan, yung concern nila, uunahin ba nila yung pynogenol or yung insulin? Kasi yung insulin kadalasan sa kanila is before meal din sila, ini-inject.
Okay, very good. Okay ha. Handling objections ulit tayo. Clarify mo pa anong insulin yung iniinom?
Mayroong ganyan.
Okay. Walang iniinom na insulin ha, ini-inject yan. Baka naman insulin herb yung iniinom nila, baka naman insulin herb ng kalaban natin yung iniinom ha.
Opo.
Food supplement din yun. O baka naman humunguya ng insulin plant yan.
Ini-inject na insulin, ganun.
Okay. Kapag ini-inject, normally, ang injectables, ginagamit yan or tinuturok yan once in a while kapag diabetes mellitus 2, kapag nag-shoot up lang yung kanyang blood sugar. Pero pag hindi nakashoot up ang blood sugar, hindi yan nag-inject.
Hindi siya talaga daily.
Hindi. Imposible. Kapag daily yan, DM1 yan.
Okay. So, pag type 2 diabetes mellitus sila, hindi daily yung insulin.
Hindi pwede.
Mag-heat up lang yung ano nila,
Yes.
yung sugar nila, pero hindi natin tatanggalin talaga yun after 2 weeks ng pinogenol.
Pwede yun.
Okay.
Pwede
So, tama
tanggalin yun.
yung sabi ko. Kasi yun, as sabi ko, customer, pwede po natin tanggalin yung insulin nyo after 2 weeks ng pag-take ng pinogenol.
Okay, basta ganito mama, palagi sasabihin na you always make sure that they still shoot their insulin if the sugar is shooting beyond what is expected. For example, nagtutuhan, automatic yun, shoot siya, okay lang yan, walang problema. Kailangan niya i-shoot eh. Same thing with metformin ha. Same thing with metformin, take lang siya ng metformin pag talagang sobrang taas.
Okay.
Kasi ang metformin pa hindi maintenance eh. Ang metformin hindi maintenance. Put that in mind, hindi maintenance ang metformin. Pampababa talaga lang siya ng sugar. So pag mataas lang, kailangan uminom.
Kasi may mga concerns sila like bakit ko pa kailangan mag-take ng maintenance kung mag-iinom ako ng pinogenol?
Hindi ka nakinig ng last training, di ba? Ano yon? Yung tinatawag nating enzymatic reaction.
Oo nga po. Yung
Dahan-dahan. Sabi mo, hindi naman natin sinasabing mag-stop sila. Eventually, they will stop, pero kailangan muna ng 2 weeks interval. 2 weeks na, tapos dahan-dahan, unti-unti, hanggang sa mawala, hanggang sa pinogenol na lang. By the way, si mama ko, hindi na nag-maintenance. Ngayon.
Pinogenol na lang, sir.
Sabihin na lang natin pinogenol na lang.
Yun. Opo.
Pero kasi, pine bark extract. Opo. Ayan, pine bark extract. Pinus radiata. Alam nila, Sir Mark, kung ano yun. Yun lang talaga iniinom. Hindi na siya nag-maintenance. Pero pero may metformin siya.
Pag nag-shoot up lang yung ano yan.
In case tumigas ang ulo. In case like nung nagpunta siya sa bahay namin sa condo sa Binyan, ilang basong coke yun? Nag-4 na baso siyang coke, nag-cake siya, tapos nagdala siya lang mamon, ensimada, o automatic, nung gabi, metformin siya. Ganun lang. Pero hindi na siya nag-maintenance. Pati hypertension niya, hindi na rin. Mag-show tayo eh. Next question, please. Hard objection. Any hard objection?
Yun po yung question ko kanina, coach, yung bakit nga po hindi tinitinda yung pinogenol sa pharmacy? Okay.
This is how I answer it. I don't know how our CEO wants to answer it, but this is how I personally answer kapag ganyan, pinogenol has been relatively new in the market, and we wanted to make sure that the product is of its good quality, and we want to make sure that you're getting the best quality product by buying from us exclusively from ClickNConnect. Yun lang yung sinasabi ko doon palagi. Natatakot kasi ako na ilagay siya sa store because marami ang gumagaya ng product. Okay, marami talaga, as in maraming fake na lumalabas. And we wanted to get rid of that. But again, rest assured that in the near future, it may be available in drugstores, but it will be only available through selected drugstores nationwide. Yun ang sasabihin mo, in the near future. But for now, since it's relatively new at medyo malakas kami sa market, iniiwas po natin na mamuslim tayo or magaya tayo or mag-inter tayo ng mga fake products. Parang yung mga rejuve sa mukha, alam niyo yan? Diba? Ang dami niyan sa baklaran, napi-fake yan siya. Marami. So yun lang yung sasabihin mo. We wanted to assure you that you are getting the exclusive, the authentic, the original here at ClickNConnect. And we're only selling through a online platform, and we only sell it through a free shipping and cash on delivery system. At hindi po siya nabibili sa kahit saan because this is exclusive and this is one of a kind. Mga ganon ang drama natin.
Okay. Easy.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Next po. Next question. China, wala kang tanong ba? Bait mo ngayon ah.
Yung ano po, coach, yung kapong customer order ng 2 bottles. Meron pong almoranas yung, ay sa inyo case, almoranas po yung ano niya.
Parehas
yung,
kami.
Opo. Pwede bang makatulong yun sa digestion ng ano nila, ng, kasi alam ko pwede siya eh.
Okay.
Hindi na
Pwede. Any bitter herbs basta anti-inflammatory automatically pwede sa almoranas.
Okay.
Anti-inflammatory po ang almoranas. And as you may remember, and as we can recall, the highest and the most potent anti-inflammatory content herbal product in the market today is what? Venus radiata. Oh, ayaw pa mo. Yun po siya. So, automatic yan. The best yan sa almoranas or hemorrhoids. China, question.
Sir, tungkol naman po sa sales, ano to. Ako po kasi, sir, medyo kapag may mga nagre-reklamo sa akin or hindi effective sa akin, ganyan, medyo ano po ko, parang
Tatakot ka?
Opo, parang ganon. Mag-a-ask lang po sana ako, ano po yung tingin yung maganda kong way or anong maipapayo niyo po sa akin na para magiging relax. Kasi parang ano po, natataranta na ako pag ganon eh. Hindi ko
Inom ka ng amlodipine.
Sir naman. Seryoso?
Seryoso ba? Kala ko di ka seryoso eh. Ulitin na natin. Natataranta ka. Okay. Handling objection yan, guys, ha? Handling objection yan. Napakasimple. Clarify mo ulit. Okay, tanungin kita. Tayong dalawa, ha? Game tayo, China, ha? Hindi naman effective yung product mo, China, eh. Fake naman, eh.
Sir, paano po ninyo ginamit yung... Paano po ninyo ininom yung gamot? Or how...
Defensive ka na, eh. Defensive ka na kagad, eh. Relax! Ulit! Take two. Take two. Oh, ikaw na lang. Ako na lang si China. O, game. Tira.
Sir, sa Jimenez to wala pa akong...
Sige, Jimenez to. Tira.
Sir, ba't ganito? 1 week ko nang ginagamit yung Jimenez, wala pa rin nagbabago sa balat ko. Tapos lalong nag-red, lalong lumala.
Okay. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience that this has caused you, Miss China. Pero, ma'am, tanong ko lang po, ma'am, ha? Bali, 1 week niyo na po siyang ginagamit. Tama po ba?
Tama po. Yes po.
And yung naging cause po nung product po is naging red po lalo yung inyong sugat at hindi po gumagaling. Tama po ba?
Hindi, lalong kumakati eh.
Lalo pong kumakate. So, ma'am, ulitin po natin, ma'am. So, nagiging red siya at lalong kumakate. Tama po ba?
Tama, wala naman nagbabago.
Opo, at wala rin pong pagbabago. Ma'am, na po? Tama po ba?
Opo, tama, sir.
Nagigets mo how I do it?
Yes, sir.
And since from the time po na binili nila, how often do you use the product po? Tuwing kailan po nila ginagamit?
3 times a day. Tulad ng sinabi mo.
Okay, so sinunod niyo naman po yung process po. Okay po. Maliban po doon, wala naman po bang ibang side effect po yung product maliban po doon for the past 1 week?
Yun lang.
Yun lang naman po. Okay. Stop tayo doon. Normally, anong sakit ng client? Bakit siya may sugat?
Normally, sir, yung mga nangangate, yan po yung mga ano sa akin. Nangangate.
Hindi ba baka naman may diabetes siya kaya hindi gumagaling?
Normally, sir, psoriasis yung ano sa akin eh.
Psoriasis. Very good. Psoriasis naman pala eh. Natural lang ka. Ma'am, punyeta ka. 1 linggo pa lang yan. Umete na ka na. Sutangin na miss. Gets mo? 1 linggo ka pa lang, umaarte ka na. Okay, this is how you do it, China. Ma'am, since you're having psoriasis, and psoriasis has been a very, very common disease na talaga namang we could consider na talagang painful and itchy, and you're still using for the past 1 week, the normal effect of Hilmen will take effect within 2 weeks onwards. Continue using the product, huwag niyo po bibitawan, and then after 2 weeks, just give us a call. Tawag niyo po ako, ma'am, and then I will be here to assist you further. Okay po ba, ma'am? Ma'am, kumbaga, ma'am, wag masyado, ma'am, relax lang, ma'am, 1 linggo pa lang. Yung minsan yung itchiness, ma'am, kasi it gives you a little, it's part of the healing crisis as well. Kasama po sa healing crisis yung pagkate or minsan yung pagre-red niya. Kasama po sa healing crisis yan. Just give it a little bit more time. Normally, the healing process takes about 2 weeks onwards. So after 2 weeks, give us a call or give us a chat, and then I will be very glad to assist you. Is there anything else that I can help you?
Okay. Okay na. Okay na, sir. Kumbaga
Okay na.
nakuha ko na po yung pagiging kalmado talaga.
Wag kang sasagot na, tuloy kaya mo ba kami iniinom o ginagamit? Wag! Clarify muna. Clarify muna. Ask them first. Chillax. Ha? Chillax. Wag masyadong mainit ang ulo.
Hindi naman mainit na sir. Sabado lang.
Ngayon, kapag hindi mo talaga kaya, you ask Coach JP, bilang ka ng amlodipine para kalmado ka.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else who wants to ask questions?
Okay, naka-raise hand si Ma'am Natalia.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, Ma'am Natalia.
Hello, sir. Good
Yes,
afternoon po. Sir, may tatanong lang po ako. What if po kung si client po is ginamit po niya yung Helmenes po and then sabi po niya is nilalagnat daw po siya. Ano po?
Nilalagnat?
Opo. Bali, 3 beses na po akong may na-encounter po na client na ganun daw po yung ano daw po nila, as complaint nila.
Topical product linagnat?
Yes po. Parang mas lalo daw po nagsugat and then parang yun na nga po nilalagnat daw po sila.
Okay. First and foremost, again, you have to go to the process of the 3 P's: professional, patient, and people-centered. Number 1, you have to ask. Normally, ma'am, nung linagnat po kayo, ano po kaya, ma'am, yung basic reason ba't po kayo linagnat? Was it because of the Hilmenes? Do you think?
Yes po sir, yun po yung ano nila.
Okay. Number 2, ma'am, it's a topical product, ma'am. Pinapahid po sa labas. Paano po, ma'am, kayo lalagnatin?
Yun po yung ano.
Dahil po lumala yung sugat.
Yun po. Yung pang point po nila.
Okay. Since yata yung sagot, ma'am, you have to ask. Ako, ang gagawin ko dyan, simple lang. Ma'am, can you take a picture of the sugat, please? Pasensya na Miss Natalia, ako walang iya talaga ako pag ako kausap eh. Yun ang sasagutin ko. Ma'am, can you take a picture of the sugat so that I will be able to know, ma'am, kung ano na po talaga yung sitwasyon, ma'am, kung bakit kayo linagnat. Kasi normally, kapag ang sugat lumala, at dahil sa Hilmenes, bigyan natin, dahil si Hilmenes sa sinisisi niya, baka may iba siyang linalagay dun sa sugat.
Sir, nagkakakulani na kasi, kaya yung
Hindi,
sugat
sa
nila.
Excel, no?
Jesus ko naman pala. Normal lang nalagnatin pag may kulani. Ako, linalagnat ngayon.
Halimbawa,
Ang dami.
pag yung sa eczema, sir, di ba pag tayo, pag may, halimbawa, may sugat ka lumalala, then minsan nagkakakulani ka, tapos lalagnatin ka na.
Normal talaga lalagnatin talaga. Sasabihin lang natin na normal pong linalagnat ang taong may kulani. Normal na lalagnatin ka kapag talagang ang sugat mo lumalala. But the question is, bakit lumala yung sugat? Now, I don't know with Hilmenes, how do they do that? Na if yung sugat talagang sobrang lala, do we tell them to go to the doctor to have it checked, or sinasabi ba natin na continue using? That I really don't know. JP, what's your answer to that?
Basically po, sinano namin yan. Kasi marami naman kami na-encounter ng mga severe wounds na. So kahit open wounds, applicable naman si Jimenez. So regarding po sa mga ganon, ginagawa na lang namin is doon namin pinapasok si healing crisis. So ang ginagawa namin is stop muna namin sila for about 3 days. Monitor nila. Kung hindi siya lumala, so it means kasalanan ni Jimenez. Pero kung nag-proceed pa rin siya na lalo lumalala, kahit hindi na siya gumagamit ng Jimenez, kumbaga there's something wrong, tinatanong na namin kung diabetic na po ba kayo or baka may iba po kayo apply, ganyan. So kasi minsan talaga, pwede natin i-classify na minsan may sinungaling na client na kahit may ginagamit.
Hindi minsan, madalas.
Hindi nila sinasabi sa atin kasi para we took the blame na lang lahat para makaano sila. So yun, hindi natin siya talaga masasabi kung sino ba talagang may kasalanan. Kasi si Jimenez, pwede talaga natin siyang sabihin pure natural kasi yung pinaka-vessel niya, water lang din. Wala nang iba. So yun, natural naman talaga lagnatin talaga pag may sugat. Yan. Katulad din, kahit ako naka-experience na rin akong motor accident, nilagnat din ako dahil sa sugat. So try natin i-analyze bawat ginagawa nilang treatment sa sugat nila and kung paano nila ginagamit, kung baka kumakain silang malalansa. Depende po. Yun po yung sa akin.
Ako hindi lang ako may sugat. May may bukol ako dito, may bukol ako dito. May bukol ako dito. Minsan nga daw, sinasabi ng wife, nagtatanong daw ako sa wife ko kung nasan daw kami. Totoo yan. So I have that traumatic experience now. But can you see that in my face? Di ba? Parang normal lang, di ba? Mukha ba akong may sakit? Mukha ba akong galing aksidente? Di ba? Mukha fresh na fresh pa nga. Oh. It's all in the mind. But again, tama. Sige, I guess that's kind of correct. For me, I would go with that na you tell them to stop so that they can analyze if the product is the cause nung kanilang paglala. At pag lumalala pa rin, wala tayong magagawa. Psoriasis, for example, with psoriasis or anything like that or open wounds, tapos kain ka ng itlog, good luck sa'yo, ha? Talagang lalala talaga yan. Maraming bawal kapag may sugat, by the way. I think that's our next topic siguro. Let's talk about sugat. Tapos, habang pinag-uusapan natin ng sugat, we'll have food in front of you. Yan, diba? May snacks na kinakain kayo habang nag-represent tayo ng sugat. May mga pictures ng sugat, tapos may mga merienda kayo sa harap para exciting. Joke lang yun. Okay. Anything else? Basta just learn how to probe. Just learn how to ask kapag ganyan. Any questions?
Last question. Last question po. Yung sa mga customer din po ba na maraming maintenance, like 6 or 5 maintenance, ganun din po ba yung treat sa kanila after 2 weeks? Ganun din po yung mga maintenance nila.
Okay. Ano munang sakit, ma'am?
Ano po, cholesterol. Kadalasan kasi kung maraming maintenance po yung mga customer ko, cholesterol, high blood at saka type 2 diabetes. Yun po talaga sila. Kaya uric acid, 4.
Tamo ha. Ulitin natin, ma'am ha. Ma'am, magtutropa yung kasi. Magkakaibigan yun. Alamin mo muna kung saan siya na-diagnose. First diagnosis niya talaga, ma'am. First, tatanungin mo, si customer, ma'am, customer, first diagnosis niyo po, ma'am, ano po ba talaga? Was it because of diabetes or because of high blood? Ganun po. Kapag sinabing, kasi ma'am, kapag diabetic ka at mataas talaga, automatic mataas cholesterol mo. Pag mataas cholesterol mo, high blood ka. Pag mataas ang high blood mo, magsushoot up pati dugo mo. At pag mataas na dugo mo, automatic niyan, hypertensive ka na. So lahat yung may maintenance mo na. Di ba? Kaloka?
Opo.
Pati hindi mo lalagawatin yung diabetes mo para hindi ka na mag-ano ng hypertension, ng cholesterol. Kaya nga po amlodipine ang iniinom, ma'am. Kasi nga amlodipine po pampakalma lang. Ang understanding ng lahat maintenance, hindi po. Pampakalma lang po 'yun. Pang-abnoy po 'yun eh. Actually, dati ko pong iniinom 'yun eh. Kaya lang medyo kalmado na po ako kaya hindi ko na iniinom. Joke lang. Tanungin nyo rin. You can ask them about yung mga iniinom nila. punta ka sa WebMD. Yan. Pag tinasabi na, nagme-metformin ako, nagloloperamide ako, loperamide, pang-tae pala yun, di ba? O kung ano man yan, halimbawa, basta kung ano may mga iniinom, sus mo sa WebMD, malalaman mo kung bakit. Tapos sasabihin mo sa kanya, ay kaya pala ma'am kayo nagaganto dahil po sa high blood ninyo. Kaya kayo nagka-calcium block dahil may high blood kayo. Ganyan. Tanungin mo, gano'ng kataas po yung high blood? Umaabot ng ilan? Nagto 200 over 400 po ba kayo? Ganyan mo. Para at least alam niya na alam mo yung ginagawa mo. Mas magiging credible ka sa kanya. You make sure that you ask all the time. Asking is not a problem. Madali po magtanong. Wag lang po kayong oo na oo pagdating sa maintenance. But again, in terms of maintenance, I would always say, basic lang ako sa maintenance. Ano po ba yung root ng sakit? Palaging doon ako nakabase. So if the root of the issue is diabetes, I am for diabetes. I am not for cholesterol. I am not for high blood. Diabetes lang ako.
So, pwede po siyang tanggalin nun pag diabetes yung cause ng maintenance.
How often po yung maintenance? Yung tanong. Magtanong kayo. Kasi pag sinabi maintenance, kasi ganito mama, meron kasing maintenance na hindi ka na-inom everyday. Agree? Kapag mataas po ang blood, pag mataas po ang high blood, inom po kayo niyan. Yun. Yung mga yan pwede tanggalin. Yan po yung mga wag tatanggalin. Pero yung mga daily, pwede. Pwedeng tanggalin yung daily. Yung regular, yung naka-time. Pero yung pong sinasabing pag mataas ang blood sugar nyo, iinumin mo, yung wag tatanggalin yan, ma'am. Wag din tatanggalin yan. Apo.
So, hindi po siya talaga lahat tatanggalin. Yung mga regular lang na everyday.
Wag muna po, opo. Wag, dahan-dahan pa. Dahan-dahan. Kasi pag tinanggal naman natin lahat, ma'am, baka naman tayo sisihin bigla. So, dahan-dahan po. At least, 2 weeks muna, 2 weeks ng 2 capsule daily, ha?
Okay. Like, for example, 6 po. So, after 2 weeks, 2 muna tanggalin.
Yan, pwede. Dahan-dahan lang. Pwede yan, pwede naman.
Karamihan po yung mga case na na-encounter ko, 6, minsan 5, yung mga maintenance nila. Sobrang dami.
Si Papa ni Joyce, 6 ang iniinom.
Grabe. Nakakatakot.
Pero ngayon, ang iniinom niya, pero ito walang halong joke, ha? Nung ulit kinest natin ilan? May picture ka nun?
Ano nandun sa ako? Ay, nandun sa 10.
Magkaan, ilan na yan?
77. Sobrang baba na.
Nag-80 yun. Dating 400. 385, naging 80.
Pero unang test natin 113.
Naging 113, tapos naging 80. Sobrang baba naman, di ba? Pinainom namin Coke. Tapos nag-118, 113, 115. O, di ba? Dating 385 to be exact. 385, 385, ha? 385 ang blood sugar, Sir JP. 385, bumaba ng 113. Totoo yun.
Takas.
Glucometer yan. Glucometer.
Yung Sinocare yata yung coach, di ba? Sinocare ba?
Hindi, Pinozol.
Parang test.
Glucometer.
Glucometer. Okay.
Ang ginamit. Sayang wala tayong picture, no? I think we have. May picture kami nun. 113. 113 from 385. After 1 week. Sobrang payat niya na. Ngayon, okay na sa ulit. Tapos ginawa namin, pinakain na kung ano-ano, nag-185 na naman. Pagtripan namin sa tatay niya sa condo eh. Diba? Pinozional yan ha, pinozional yan. Pinozional yan. Wait lang, we're looking for some videos. Any questions, guys? Guys, you don't have to worry because this training is recorded. and you can go through it anytime. I just took my very best to really stand up even though I'm not really feeling well. Sobrang sama talaga ng pakiramdam ko, pero tumayo lang talaga ako para lang at least, di ba? Just to give you, just to give time to you kasi na-miss natin yung last week. But again, I'm still in pain. May mga sugat pa po ako. May kulani na rin ako. May mga bukol ako sa ulo at lahat-lahat. And hopefully everything will be well and go back on track and move again and rah. Anything else, guys? Is there anything else that I can help you with, guys? Pag-usapan natin partner QA, partner JP yung QA. Itanong natin kay CEO kung mag-a-approve siya sa QA sa mga admins. Pero para sabi ng mga admin, ayaw nila ng QA eh.
Okay na naman mag-QA, sir, basta walang penalty. QA lang, para lang.
Hindi pwede. Sa akin, walang incentive talaga. If they skip the process, they don't get incentive. Pag bumaba ang response rate, they don't get incentives. Yeah.
QA and CSAT, sir? Ay, coach?
May CSAT, may FCR, may, ano ba yan? Sales conversions, everyday. Oh,
madugo yung coach, madugo.
Pero, believe me,
yes, tataas yung battling natin.
16 years old, yung pinakabata kong agent, 16 years old, ha? Oh, pumapasa sa CSAT yun. Kaya nila yan. Mas maganda yun para mas maging matatag. Pero wala naman. Pero hindi naman tatanggapin ng commission eh. Ang commission makukuha, incentive lang. Incentive.
Sige, propose.
Maganda yan para mas gumaling lalo yung mga agents. Anyways, anything else? Kung wala na, balik na po ako sa kama. Nasa kwarto lang po ako. Diyos ko po. Sakit na yung aking tuhod at ang aking ulo. Okay, so maraming salamat po sa inyong panahon. Ako po medyo nahihilo-hilo na at nakakalimutan ko na ulit ang aking pangalan. Muli, ako po si Peter Joseph, PJ pa rin pala yung pangalan ko. Ako po ulit si PJ at ako po ay makakasama ninyo weekly pa din sa ating sessions. We will have our part 2 next week and hopefully I'll be more strong and energetic and I'll be more energized and more aggressive. So far sa ngayon, pasensya kayo kung medyo mabagal ako ngayon or slow. But again, by next week, we will have a rah. And siguro naman, I did my best naman for this week. Tama po ba, partner 69?
Go. Kaya yan, coach. Yeah. Exercise lang, coach, para hindi mabanat-banat.
Dito ko masakit, oh. Hindi ako makapagpa-check up eh. Anyways, bless everyone. And
Coach,
may follow, may mga question pa po ba?
Okay, go ahead. Close mo na.
Okay na po lahat, Ma'am Cecil? Ayun. So, thumbs up na lang sa lahat yan. Thumbs up na lang dyan kung wala ng mga questions para mag-close na tayo. Ayan, so yan, even though na not feeling well yung coach natin, nagawa niya ng maayos at successful yung training natin. Maraming salamat, coach. Ang dami namin natutunan ngayon. And yun, we're looking forward. Yan, propose natin yung QA. Yan, alam ko malaking mga matutulong sa mga co-admins na. So yan. So yun, ang pabor din ako doon. Ayan, so yan, bibigyan na lang po namin kayo ng update by next week regarding sa mga upcoming trainings natin. Ayan, so yan. Maraming salamat po sa lahat na nag-attend and para sa record ng video natin, i-upload ko na lang siya sa official YouTube channel ng ClickNConnect natin. Ayan, follow and subscribe nyo na rin ha. Ayan, so maraming salamat po and have a nice day. Ingat po kayo palagi. Yes, salamat.
Part 2.
Thank you. Yeah.